Ypsilanti Township versus Kenneth Bailey, case numbers 17W009137A, B, C, as well as 17W009535, 21S90997A, and 21S390997B. You're here today, sir, for arraignment on bench warrants that were issued for you in the first 5 cases that I called. I think first 4 cases that I called. No, 5, I was correct. First 5 cases that I called for failure to appear. You failed to appear to court back on February 8th of 2019. And Judge Pope, who is my predecessor and the judge at that time, issued bench warrants for your arrest. Then on September the 10th, 2021, in case number 21S390097A, you failed to appear before the magistrate or myself on that date, and a bench warrant was issued for your arrest. Additionally, sir, it appears here that you have arrest warrants for you out of the Third Circuit Court, the 21st Circuit Court, for failure to appear as well. Out of both of those courts, and there is a full extradition if you were not in the state out of the Third Circuit Court case. That case is for driving under the influence of alcohol, and there's another case for driving under the influence of alcohol. So I believe that you have signed a request for appointment of an attorney in this case. I have signed the referral to the appointing authority at this time, Ms. Pate.
Yes, Your Honor, thank you. Assistant Public Defender Natalie Pate for Mr. Bailey. I was able to meet with him yesterday morning and go over the matters with him. At this time, we stand mute to the allegations and ask to set this for new court dates and ask to address bond when appropriate.
You can address bond at this time. He's already entered pleas in these matters. He was arraigned initially on these back in 2017. So he's already been arraigned on the initial matters, and those pleas will continue. As to the bond.
Yes, Your Honor, thank you. I went over with Mr. Bailey his failures to appear to prior court dates. He represented to me that he was struggling with housing for quite some time during these matters, and that would explain his failures to appear for court. He is now a Ypsilanti resident and does have housing and has been in the area the entire time. He came into custody on Friday the 22nd and has been in jail since then during a traffic stop. To my understanding, no new charges were brought during that traffic stop, but he was taken into custody on these warrants. He has 3 kids who he cares for full time, and he does have work as a handyman, mainly doing carpentry and barber work. I do ask that he be released on these matters in a PR bond so that he may be able to return to work and earn money in order to apply to the fines and costs in these cases. Thank you.
So, he has had 3 prior bench warrants on these cases. He has a history of failure to appear, so a PR bond is not an option. Do you have a second option?
In that case, Your Honor, I would ask for a nominal bond so that would be applied to the fines and costs in these cases. Thank you.
We have a conundrum, sir, because if I release you on a nominal bond or a PR bond, which I'm not doing, they're going to come and pick you up from the Third Circuit Court, which means then we would not have access to you. So that's the problem. So what I'm going to do with each of these cases, I will reduce the bonds, but I'm not going to do just a nominal bond because he has a history of non-appearance, both here and in other places. So I'll go each of them separately. In case number 17W009137C, bond in that particular case is going to be $2,500, 10%.
Thank you, Your Honor.
In the expired plate case, it appears that this may just be a civil infraction, that there should be no bond on anyway. So let me see. That is a civil infraction. So I'll give you a new court date when the time comes on that one. The no proof of insurance is also a civil infraction. So I will give you a new court date on that one without bond, with no bond having needed to be set. It's a better way of putting that. And then in the 21S390097A, I'll do a bond of 2,500, 10%.
Thank you, Your Honor.
And in 17W009535, also 2,500, 10%.
Thank you, Your Honor.
And then the 21S390997B is a civil infraction. So I'll just give you a new court date on this one. The soonest date apparently we have is January the 16th. So we'll see you back here in court on January 16th, sir. You will need, it appears $750 if you want to post bond in these cases.
Yes, ma'am.
January 16th, 2024. And that'll be at 9 a.m. on each of these cases.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Yes, ma'am.
What now? Okay. The pre-trials or pre-hearing conferences. Okay. He's failed to appear. He's never addressed it. Okay. Well, let me see. Let me make sure I got these right. Okay. Wait 1 second. That's okay, but I still want to change the bond. All right. So actually, he's only going to have one bond, and that's going to be the 21S390997A. The 17W009535 and 17W09137C were defaulted, and it's for money only. So he just owes money on those, but I can't set a bond on those ones.
Thank you, Your Honor.
So those will be set for the January date. With the bond, there'll be no bond, meaning that no money needs to be posted.
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you.
$2,500, $250 is what you'll need. Okay.
$250.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
On the case, that's the pretrial, which is the 21S390997A. Okay. But your court date is still the same, January 16th at 9 a.m.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Your Honor.
You're welcome. Yes, did you ask me? You say thank you, or did you call me? Which
no,
one?
I said thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Thank you, sir.
So can I ask a question really fast?
Of me or of your attorney, sir?
It both, I guess. You said it was $750 plus another $250?
No, it's just $250 to get out, sir.
Okay. All right.
The other cases don't have bonds set because they were already defaulted. You owe us money, but you can't be held in custody for owing money. You can be held on your pretrial, which you haven't resolved. So that's the only case that's holding you. Okay.
Yeah, I get it. Okay.
Okay. All right. You're all
And
set. You can tell them that you're ready. You have another question?
January 16th, right?
That's correct. Please show up this time.
I will. I will. A lot of change since then. So I will.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Thanks.
State of Michigan versus Zakila Witset, case number 21 S00865.
Assistant Public, oh, sorry, Your Honor.
Go ahead.
Assistant Public Defender Natalie Pate for Ms. Whiteset.
Ms. Witset, could you please state your name?
Ricardo, what's up?
Good morning, Ms. Witset. Ms. Witset, you're here today for an arraignment on a violation of your bond conditions. The violation alleges that on December the 26th, 2023, you did in fact have contact with the police and a retail fraud situation at Briarwood Mall. You're entitled to have a hearing on that matter, at which time you can have testimony taken. But if it is proven that you violated the terms of your bond, you can have your bond revoked. Do you understand that, Ms. Woodsett?
Yes.
All right. Ms. Pate, what would your client like to do today?
Thank you, Your Honor. We asked to set this for a bond violation hearing, as well as the court's consideration as to bond when appropriate.
You may address bond now.
Thank you, Your Honor. I was able to speak with Ms. Whitsett this morning via Zoom from the jail. She did represent to me that she is willing to do whatever it takes to be released today on bond, whether it be tether or testing or whatever the case may be. She was supposed to start a job today at Home Instead Healthcare as a patient watcher and was supposed to start this afternoon. She does reside with her mother and her child, who is 10 months old. I do ask for the court's consideration in releasing her prior to the bond violation hearing, either on a GPS tether or whatever the case may be, or in the alternate, the court's consideration of setting a low cash surety bond. Thank you.
Thank you. Ms. Woodsett, we've been through a lot together. We've been through a lot together.
Yeah. I just be this how I catch my case. Either I'm getting in trouble.
Say anything more, Ms. Woodsett. Don't, because anything you say can be used against you. Okay? I'm not trying to be mean. I'm just trying to help you. Okay? All right. I'm gonna do a PR bond with a GPS. She can let me see, how do I want to do this? Actually, I'm gonna do a PR bond with the home confinement tether. She can go to work.
Thank you, Your Honor.
It might have some felony holds that may keep her, but as far as I'm concerned, I'm not keeping her. Okay.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Right. I hope she can get out and work her way through this situation. All right. I'll give you a new court date here. We're probably going to end up tracking whatever happens on this new case anyway, so we can't really do much on it. So we're not in a rush for her. So if I could get a date. February 1st. All right. You're going to come back to us on February 1st. Is what's that okay?
Okay.
And that'll be at 9 a.m.
Okay.
Get back on Zoom like you always do, okay?
All right.
Stay out of trouble.
You done with me?
Yes, ma'am, I am.
Okay. Thank you. Have a good day.
You too, Ms. Woodsett.
Thank you, Your Honor.
A better one, in other words. The court will call the matter of the state of Michigan versus John Garrett, case number 23 FB 1294.
Assistant Public Defender Natalie Pape for Mr. Garrett. Mr. Garrett, can you please state your name for the court?
John Garrett.
Thank you. Good morning, Mr. Garrett.
Good morning.
All right, we're here for on a couple of violations of his probation. And I believe that there are other cases that are also pending at this time as well. So,
yes.
Mr. Garrett,
Yeah.
it alleges that you have a new criminal. So the first violation of probation is from November the 8th, 2023, which alleges that you failed to submit to your 12-step meeting. You failed to submit your 12-step meeting logs, failed a drug and alcohol test as ordered. You tested positive for cocaine in violation of the no controlled substance probation condition. And you had a new criminal offense allegation referencing police report from Pittsfield Township number 23-16251. That is the first violation. There's a new violation of today's date that alleges you have a new criminal offense in violation of the do not violate any criminal law or unit of government probation condition reference Ann Arbor Police Department report number 23-56521, and that is for a date of offense of December 22nd, alleging domestic violence, assault, and strangulation. You have a right to have a hearing in these violations, at which time, if it is shown that you violated the terms of your probation or you admit to it, then you can be subjected to the original maximum penalties of your probation. My understanding is there also is a warrant for you from the Third Circuit Court Criminal Division for violation of the carrying concealed weapon laws. And that matter they want to pick you up for. So, and have full extradition rights too. Having said all that, Ms. Pate.
Yes, Your Honor, thank you. I was able to meet with Mr. Garrett and discuss all these matters with him. We do ask to set this for a violation of probation hearing. He is being held at the Washtenaw County Jail on a $50,000 bond on the other matter, as Your Honor is aware. I do ask the court's consideration of setting a low cash surety bond in the event he is able to post and then take care of his other matters out of county. But we do ask to set this for a violation of probation hearing. Thank you.
Thank you. As to bond in this case, this is a violation of probation of two separate allegations. At this time, the court is remanding defendant to the Washtenaw County Jail with no bond.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Judge.
I'm going to give you a court date here, Mr. Garrett, so you can try to work your way through these situations. And I both know what the issue is. I'm so saddened to see you here, but you know
I
that.
know you are. I know you are. I know you are, Judge. I'm sad too.
Do you remember when you were clean for that long period of time? Do you remember what that felt like?
I was hours away from going to Bear River. They were supposed to pick me up Christmas Day. I was hours. They have a letter of acceptance and everything. They would pick me up Christmas Day.
Yeah. How many do we have on here? Look, let's just do the 18th. We'll put you over to January the 18th, sir. And maybe by then we'll know better about what's going on. There are some additional charges as well that I think are going to be forthcoming, unfortunately. So we'll see you on January the 18th at 10 o'clock, okay?
Thank you, Your Honor.
And we'll get a release to a treatment once we can get a handle on what's going on with these other things, okay?
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you.
Thank you. I'll see you on January 18th, Mr. Garrett.
Right.